This week, the big Brexit questions were whether the government actually has a plan for leaving the EU and when it can start negotiating trade deals with the rest of the world. The big feature of the government's Brexit strategy so far appears to be not having one. Theresa May announced this week that she won't be giving a running commentary on negotiations, much to the frustration of Remain backing MPs. Those in Downing Street say that the Prime Minister is mustard keen to avoid David Cameron's grave error of announcing a shopping list of demands only to later find out they're not achievable. This might explain why David Davis got himself into hot water this week. The new Brexit Secretary casually announced that the UK would be leaving the single market, only to be slapped down by Downing Street, who said that this was his personal opinion, not the government's view. Indicators continue to suggest that the British economy has recovered from the initial shock of the Brexit vote in July. Data released on the all-important services sector show that it has bounced back after the summer slump, posting the greatest gains in 2 decades. It is now clear that the Project Fear warnings from the former Chancellor George Osborne have simply not come to pass. Morgan Stanley and Credit Suisse, for example, have cancelled their predictions of a recession. In the longer term, it still remains to be seen where the British economy is heading, because after all, we are still members of the EU for now. Britain's trading prospects were scrutinised this week as the prospect of a potential deal with Australia was talked up. Liam Fox, the UK's International Trade Secretary, announced the groundwork was already being laid for an accord between the two Anglophone nations, but his Aussie counterpart Stephen Chalbo hit back by saying that a deal could only be made when the time is right and after Brexit has actually happened. This highlights the impotence of Mr. Fox's position. He can't actually strike any deals until Brexit has happened and Britain has regained her trade negotiation powers. For the next couple of years, he is resigned to globetrotting and banging the British drum.